Disrespect is a poison, man. It eats away at you, messes with your head, makes you question your worth. But here's the thing. The Stoics, those ancient philosophers who were all about mental toughness, they figured out the antidote. Today, we're diving into the ancient wisdom of Stoicism to learn how to turn disrespect into strength. Get ready to level up your mental game because this is about to get real. Now I know what you're thinking. Disrespect, an ally, it sounds counterintuitive, right? Joe, have you been hitting the DMT again? Hear me out. This might just change your perspective. The Stoics, they saw things differently. They had a unique way of interpreting life's challenges. They saw disrespect not as a personal attack but as an opportunity for growth, a chance to refine oneself. Think of it like this. Every time someone disrespects you, it's like they're handing you a barbell loaded with self-improvement. It's a gift in disguise. It's going to be heavy, it might even hurt a little, but if you use it right, you're going to come out stronger. Just like lifting weights builds muscle, handling disrespect builds character. See, the Stoics believe that external events like some dude cutting you off or talking down to you, those are completely outside of your control. They are just noise. You can't control what other people do or say, right? Their actions are their own. But here's the kicker. You can control your reaction. Your response is entirely within your power. Instead of letting disrespect derail you, get all angry and caught up in the ego, you use it as fuel. Transform that negative energy into something positive. You use it to build resilience, patience, and that unshakable inner strength. Over time, you'll find that what once bothered you no longer has the same power. You become a fortress of inner peace and strength. This is where things get really interesting. The Stoics were all about this idea of focusing on what you can control. They called it to ipha hemen, that which is up to us. Basically, it's like this. There's a circle, right? Inside that circle are your thoughts, your actions, your responses. That's your domain. You're the king or queen of that little circle. Outside the circle is everything else. Other people's opinions, the weather, whether or not your favorite team wins the game, you name it. You've got zero control over that stuff, zero. Now most people, they spend their time worrying about things outside the circle. They let the opinions of others dictate their self-worth, get all bent out of shape when things don't go their way. But the Stoics were like, nah man, focus on what you can control. Look, we live in a world where everyone's constantly vying for attention, trying to one-up each other. It's a recipe for chaos, and disrespect is often used as a weapon in this crazy game. But here's the thing about the Stoics. They were all about inner peace. They believed that true power and strength come from a place of calm and tranquility. They knew that true strength comes from within. It's not about overpowering others, but mastering oneself. Think of it like this. You're a still pond, right? A pond that reflects the world around it with clarity and calmness, and someone throws a rock into your pond. Now you can either let that rock cause a huge splash, ripple the water, disrupt your peace, or you can just let the rock sink and the water returns to its natural, peaceful state. The disturbance is temporary, but your peace is enduring. They trained their minds to be like that still pond. Through mindfulness and meditation, they cultivated a state of inner serenity. No matter what life threw at them, insults, disrespect, even physical harm, they remained calm, centered, and in control of their emotions. They didn't let external events dictate their inner state. It's about recognizing that your peace of mind is your most valuable possession. Guard it fiercely, nurture it daily, and let it be your secret weapon in a world full of chaos. Chapter 4. The Power of Empathy. Now this one might sound a little crazy, but the Stoics were big on empathy, even towards those who disrespected them. I know, it sounds counterintuitive, but stay with me. They believed that everyone is fighting their own internal battles, dealing with their own insecurities and demons. And sometimes, disrespect is just a symptom of that inner turmoil. It's like that saying, hurt people. Someone who's constantly putting others down, they're probably deeply insecure themselves. They're projecting their own self-hatred onto the world. Now, this doesn't excuse their behavior, but it does make it a little easier to understand. And when you can understand where someone is coming from, it becomes a lot harder to take their disrespect personally. Chapter 5. Negative visualization, your mental simulation. Okay, this is where things get really interesting. The Stoics, those ancient philosophers, had a unique way of looking at life. They practiced something called negative visualization. Sounds dark, right? But it's actually a brilliant mental exercise that can transform your perspective. Here's the deal. You imagine all the bad things that could happen. Yes, all the worst-case scenarios. You picture yourself losing your job, your house, your health, the whole 9 yards. It might seem grim at first. Now, why on earth would you do that? Seems counterproductive, right? Why focus on the negative? Well, here's the thing. When you mentally prepare yourself for the worst-case scenario, it does two powerful things. First, it makes you appreciate what you have right now. You start to see your current blessings more clearly. Suddenly, that annoying coworker doesn't seem so bad when you compare it to the possibility of being unemployed. Your perspective shifts. Second, it mentally prepares you for setbacks. You build resilience. So when that disrespect inevitably comes your way, you're not caught off guard, you're ready, you're like, okay, this sucks, but I've mentally prepared for this, I can handle it. This practice strengthens your mind and fortifies your spirit. Chapter 6, Amor Fati, Embracing the Chaos. This one's a real mind-bender. Amor Fati, it's Latin for love of fate. The Stoics believe that everything that happens, even the bad stuff, happens for a reason. And not just that, but that we should embrace it all. It's not about enjoying the disrespect itself, but about accepting it as part of the grand tapestry of life. It's about recognizing that obstacles, setbacks, even disrespect, they're all opportunities for growth and learning. It's about surrendering to the present moment, accepting whatever comes your way, and trusting that it's all part of some larger cosmic plan. It's like, all right, universe, you want to throw some disrespect my way? Bring it on. Chapter 7, The Power of Looking Inward. The Stoics were all about self-reflection, man. They believed that true growth and resilience come from understanding yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, your triggers. And yeah, this can be uncomfortable. Nobody likes to look in the mirror and confront their flaws. But here's the thing. When you're willing to be honest with yourself about your own shortcomings, you're in a much better position to handle disrespect. You know what gets under your skin and why. You're aware of your insecurities and can work on addressing them. The more you understand yourself, the less power disrespect has over you. You're able to see it for what it is, often a reflection of the other person's insecurities, not your own. Chapter 8, Journaling, Your Personal Growth Hack. I know, journaling sounds kind of like a teenage girl thing, but trust me on this one. The Stoics were all about journaling. They saw it as a tool for self-discovery, emotional regulation, and personal growth. Think of it like this. Your journal is like your own personal therapist, but way cheaper. It's a place where you can be completely honest with yourself, where you can vent your frustrations, process your emotions, and work through challenges. So how does this relate to disrespect? Well, when someone disrespects you, it's easy to get caught up in the emotion of it all. But when you journal about it, you're forced to slow down and analyze the situation more objectively. Chapter 9, Logic, Your Emotional Fire Extinguisher. Now this is where the Stoics really separated themselves from the rest of the pack. They were all about logic, man. They believed that strong emotions, especially negative ones like anger and resentment, were the result of faulty reasoning. Think of it like this. Someone cuts you off in traffic. Your immediate reaction might be anger, rage, maybe even a few choice words hurled their way. But the Stoics would be like, hold on a second, is getting angry going to change the situation? Is it going to make the traffic move any faster? The answer, of course, is no. In fact, getting angry is only going to make the situation worse. So the Stoics would use logic to diffuse the situation. Chapter 10, Disrespect, the Ultimate Test. Here's the thing about disrespect, it's often a test. It's a test of your character, your resilience, your ability to stay true to your values even when you're being challenged. And the way you respond to that test says a lot about you. Do you rise to the occasion, handling the situation with grace and composure? Or do you let the disrespect get under your skin, causing you to react in a way that you later regret? The Stoics believe that every challenge, every obstacle, every bit of disrespect we face is an opportunity to practice virtue. It's a chance to strengthen our resolve, to cultivate patience, to become more empathetic and understanding. Outro, Embrace the Stoic Way. So there you have it, 10 Stoic lessons to help you handle disrespect like a pro. Remember, disrespect is not a reflection of your worth, but a chance to showcase your strength. Embrace the Stoic Way and turn every slight into a stepping stone. Look, life's a wild ride, man. There's gonna be bumps, detours, and yeah, even some jerks who try to run you off the road. But with the right mindset, the right tools, and a little bit of Stoic wisdom, you can navigate those challenges with grace, strength, and maybe even a little bit of humor. If you found these lessons valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more wisdom-packed content.